If you are someone that creates content online in any capacity, whether you're a coach, course creator, a social media manager, an Etsy seller, a digital product seller, a UGC creator, if you do anything along those lines, or you do anything in the online space that requires you to create content in some form or fashion, blogging, YouTube videos, podcasts, and you are also a Christian, you might be wondering, is it biblical to use AI tools to create my content? Is it biblical to use AI at all? And I want to get down and address this question and talk about it. My name's Monique, and I am a social media strategist working for award-winning businesses for the last 10 years. I have had over 12 clients, and I have been creating content and writing since 2013. I want to talk about this topic because I've been addressing this inside of my membership, the Parable Marketing Method, with my members. And I posed the question, do you use AI? What do you think of it? And the answers honestly surprised me. Most people that I talk to who are believers generally feel afraid of AI. They believe that it's dumbing us down and taking away our creativity. They think that it's a lack of integrity. And I disagree with all of those things. Now, before you turn this video off, please try to hear me out because I'm going to make some valid points. Now, let's rewind a bit. What is AI? What tools are available that are AI tools? The first one that I heard of was probably a little over a year ago, called copy.ai. And since then, a lot more have rolled out, like Jasper, Canva Magic Write, especially ChatGPT versions 3.5 and 4, and even an art generator like Midjourney and Blue Willow. All of these tools are artificial intelligence tools that can help you create content faster and streamline a lot of your processes. And I have used most of them. I have played with most of them. I've tested most of them to see what they're about and to see what the capabilities are. And yes, I do have a ChatGPT Plus account. Now, I may be a little bit biased because I do write and create content for a living. And I do not believe that AI is a replacement for creativity or any of those things. I want to give you guys some food for thought that might help you stop demonizing AI and actually use it to its fullest potential for your business. Even though it's called artificial intelligence, I do not believe that one day it will be able to develop a soul, think for itself, and take over the world. That's some, Terminator stuff. First of all, AI is not a sentient being. It doesn't have a soul. It doesn't have a mind. It doesn't have a will and emotions. And odds are it's not going to suddenly develop into something like that. It's not a being that we worship. It's a tool. God told us to take dominion over everything and to master everything in this world. AI is only one of many tools to make things faster for us. And every time new advancements in technology have come out, people have been freaked out by it. And this is just one of those things that is here to stay. And you're going to need to learn how to either use it to your advantage or just ignore it. It's not one of those things that is going to go away with time. It's something that is only getting more and more advanced. We can take dominion over the tools that we have on this earth and use it for good. AI can actually speed up certain processes in your business and help you to be more productive with your time so that you can take your time and put it towards something that matters. But let me just cut to the thing that I know most believers are most worried about. What about integrity? What about creativity? Is it plagiarism? Is it something that is taking away your creative ability to think? In my experience, after extensively playing around with it and using it to write blogs for clients, create my own content, create outlines for certain things, in my experience, if you don't already have creativity, it's not going to help you. I laugh sometimes when I see people on my Facebook friends list and in Facebook groups make these posts that were so obviously and clearly pumped out by ChatGPT generically. If you want ChatGPT to actually sound like a human wrote it, you're going to have to tweak it, and you're going to have to actually know how to write and how to formulate your ideas and your opinions and all these things if you actually want any of the content to be usable. You're going to have to tweak it to sound like you, to have a brand voice. It's not going to pump anything usable right out of the machine. It's actually laughable. So if you don't already have the mind, the creativity, and the brain to come up with some really great stuff, an AI tool is not going to help you. I have been an artist since I was a young child. I've done digital art, I've done paintings, and I have a degree in photography. I went to art school and I tinkered around with Midjourney. Here's the thing. With Midjourney, the art generator, if you don't even understand certain art styles, digital rendering, oil painting, like if you have absolutely no understanding of art styles and what it is that you want it to generate, it's going to pump out a bunch of crappy stuff that is not usable, and it's not even going to look like what you want it to look like. Many times you're going to have to actually use Photoshop to retouch. If you don't know how to use Photoshop, how do you think that's going to work? Again, things are not usable right out of the machine. But let's take it back to the integrity situation here. Now, a lot of companies that are hiring people like content writers and content creators are asking you to disclose if you used AI to write any of your content. In situations that require you to disclose whether or not you completely 100% generated this content, do I believe that you need to be honest about that? Yes. What about in the scenario of your own personal social media account or your own business account? Well, again, is anyone forcing you to disclose that? No. Did you come up with the idea yourself? Yes. Did you tweak it? Did you change it? Did you make it fit your brand voice? Yes. If you can say yes to all of those things, do I believe that you need to exclusively disclose on every single post, this was written with the help of ChatGPT? No, I don't. Now, when it comes to demonizing it and saying that it's part of the Antichrist, the mark of the beast, and things like that, biblically, there is nothing to back that up. Biblically, we have a general idea of what things are going to look like with the Antichrist for those of us that may be here for that. AI does not possess those qualities. The Antichrist is going to actually be a being, a living being, demonic being. The mark of the beast is something that's going to be required for you to get in order to buy and sell and eat and things like that. Now, could they utilize AI to create the mark of the beast? Can they use AI systems to scan you when you go to the store and things like that, if this ends up being something like a microchip or whatever? Is that possible? Yes. But here's the thing. A tool is a tool. People are either going to use it for good or they're going to use it for evil. It's not the tool that is inherently evil, that is inherently wicked. Just like guns. The gun doesn't go off by itself and kill someone. The gun is utilized as a tool by someone who has a wicked heart to go and kill someone else. It's not the thing. Things that don't have a soul, that don't have a will, cannot act of their own accord in an evil, wicked way. It's always who it's in the hands of that matters. It really depends on what you're using the AI for. And as I said before, things like ChatGPT cannot create something for you 100% from start to finish. Because in general, people want to buy from people. People don't want to buy courses and content that was completely generated by a robot. The thing that sets us apart from robots is our experiences, our emotions, our relatability. And if I were to take a poll and ask, would you purchase a journal, a course, a program, a helpful guide from something that was completely written by a robot? Odds are you would say no. You would want to know the person and the story behind the product that was created. An AI tool cannot do that. An AI tool cannot replace a human. It still needs the human heart behind it and the idea behind it. It can provide frameworks for you. It can provide ideas for you. It can even provide scripts for you. But it can't provide your story. It can't provide your testimony. It can't provide your customer service. ChatGPT, Midjourney, all these other things, they cannot do what people can do. They cannot connect with people the way that people can connect with people. I completely created my membership 100% without AI. Now, coming back to productivity and not wasting time, biblically, we're supposed to put our hands to work and we're supposed to be productive and we're not supposed to waste time. AI is a tool that can help you not waste time. AI is a tool that can help streamline some of your processes in your business so that, again, you can have more time for your family and things that matter. I also believe that AI tools like ChatGPT can actually improve quality of life and kind of like bridge the poverty gap. So, for example, I believe that you could use a tool like ChatGPT to help you write a cover letter and find the words to say that maybe your brain can't quite come up with to land a job, to provide for your family. I believe that ChatGPT can help you edit your resume, not fake jobs and experience that you don't have, but it can help bridge that gap. If there is something that you don't know how to do, but you are trying to improve the quality of your life so that you can obey the biblical command to provide for your family, to free up your time, to put your time towards things that matter, you can use the tool to help bridge the gap for things that you don't know how to do. I don't believe that is a lack of integrity because, again, you always have to come in and tweak and change. There are people out there right now who they didn't have school, parents, mentors, family, friends teach them how to write a cover letter, how to ask the right questions to an employer at a job interview, how to respond to job questions at a job interview. There are things that many people did not learn growing up. So I wanted to hop on here and show you an ethical way of using ChatGPT in an unconventional way that you might not have thought of, where I'm talking about like bridging the gap, like information gap, poverty gap, all these different things. Okay. So I went in here. Here is a LinkedIn job. I'm not going to apply for this because I have my own business, but here's a LinkedIn job I am highly qualified for as a social media manager. Now, I'm going to come in here and say, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to come to ChatGPT. This is version 4. I'm going to say, hi, I am qualified for this job. I'm about to send you details first, and then next, my resume, which I will ask for help with. Do you understand? Okay. Here is the job description. From LinkedIn. Okay, here is my current resume. I will send it next. Okay, here is my current resume. It's taking the experience that I already have and it is recreating it to make it better. It's not adding anything to it that I haven't already done. So I'm going to pause this really quick and so I can, I'm just not going to make you sit through this. So as you can see, it did a really good job of helping to rewrite this resume with my current experience to make it nicer. And it even gave me an objective at the top, which would be really nice. And it helped write that. And you can come in and change that. You can also say, can you please help me write a cover letter for the LinkedIn job using my current experience? Please use a natural and conversational tone free from industry jargon. something along those lines. You can ask it to write in your tone of voice. You can ask it to write in a voice that sounds natural. And you can take things out, edit them. So some of these things I wouldn't say, and I would take those things out. But now, mind you, if I was applying for a social media manager job, I would be already good at writing a cover letter, which I am. I'm a writer. But for those of you that are not good at writing, and those of you who are not good at things like this is a really great tool to help you land a job that doesn't require you to write, but does require you to write a cover letter. This is a really nice ethical way of helping you do something that you normally wouldn't be able to do, but it also can help you learn. After you read what ChatGPT has written, it can help you learn how to do this and what to say. Obviously, for ethical and integrity reasons, I don't recommend that you use whatever ChatGPT pumps out right out of the machine. I do not recommend that for ethical reasons. And as a Christian, I would not want to take this and be like, just plug it into a cover letter and be like, I completely wrote this. I would take this and use it as like a framework to help me use my own voice to write a cover letter and to interject other things in here that might really connect me with the employer. So this is just a way to help you if this is something that you don't know how to do, that you didn't get help doing, that you didn't have anyone help you learn as you were growing up. You could also say something like, can you tell me some questions this employer might potentially ask me in an interview? So it's giving me some questions, and this doesn't mean that the employer will definitely ask these, but this is a way to mentally prepare for what types of questions they might ask you. You're someone who gets nervous at interviews and you don't know how to prepare for what they might potentially ask you. This can help you practice some answers and at least help you build some confidence for when you walk into that interview. So, with that being said, I hope that these ethical ways of using ChatGPT to help you advance and further your life are helpful for you. Just remember that AI is just a tool. It's not a deity, it's not a being. And if you use it ethically, I believe that you can use it to your advantage to not only further your life, but also further the gospel and improve your business and free up time. Hope this helped. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this.